good with you all? Welcome back to the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast. I'm your host, CL The Source. Thank you once again for tuning in to yet another episode. And today I'm going to hop right into it, y'all, because I want to talk about something very important to all of us. None of us are immune from what I'm about to talk about. And it's something that we all share in common that I myself included need to focus on. And even though I feel like I'm doing a good job at maintaining it and building it and improving upon it and whatnot, I still think that I could do better and there's always room for improvement. And today's topic of discussion is health. Just the importance of it. I recently have been supporting a loved one of mine, a relative of mine, over here on the islands of Hawaii in Oahu, and it's been a very eye-opening time in a lot of ways, not only for myself, but for all of my loved ones and my relatives, everyone that knows him. He's actually my uncle going through some really challenging health issues at the moment. And he's pulling through. He's doing good, but he's definitely going through it and he's in full recovery mode right now. So it's going to require a lot from him, a lot of strength, a lot of pain tolerance, a lot of patience, a lot of just overall endurance, I guess, to get him to a better place than he is right now. And during this time, I've had a lot of personal time to be able to reflect upon my own journey with wellness and health and everything of that nature. And I think I shared in the last episode that over here, since I moved to Hawaii, things have been going great. My body has been feeling way stronger and healthier. I've been healing a lot of different ways. I feel like my body is definitely adjusting to the climate, just adjusting to the environment. And I've been eating a lot better. I still eat shitty every now and then. But I try to balance it out by eating a lot of fruit, getting my vegetable intake wherever I can, and making sure I'm properly hydrated. And of course, drinking a lot. Working out every single day. I have to get some form of activity, whether that's just doing my push-ups, getting a walk in, playing basketball. And most recently, I just signed up for a gym out here. So I'm really excited about that. Actually, after I wrap up this episode, I'm going to head over to a new gym that I have access to on my side of the island, which is Aiea, Pearl City area. So I'm going to go check out the 24-hour fitness over there. And they've got all the facilities that I'm kind of looking for. So excited to kind of use the amenities and kind of immerse myself back into the gym because it's been a while. Actually, the last time I was in the gym was probably like a month before I even moved to Hawaii. So most of my workouts have been either playing basketball, walking, or just kind of doing my own personal stuff, whether I be running the stairs over at Kezar Stadium in San Francisco or just doing whatever I can to kind of stay physically active. But I don't want to talk too much about that because I mostly want to talk about the importance of health today because like I said, I've had multiple moments of being able to reflect upon what's going on with my uncle. And in those moments, it's become evidently clear to me that health is absolutely top priority for me, and it should be for everybody else. Because I've said it time and time again, whether I've said it on this podcast or not, you can't pour from an empty cup. You cannot help nobody if you cannot help yourself. And if you're neglecting your body in terms of what it's telling you, where it needs some physical help or some nutritional help or whatever the case may be, then you're going to have to pay the consequences. Maybe not right up front, right away, but eventually it's going to catch up to you, kind of like how I did with my uncle. He was going through a lot and he just wasn't able to take care of himself as much as he would have liked to, or he was doing for majority of his life. And, he had to have a really massive scare. And we're very fortunate that he's still with us and he's fighting through. And things are looking on the up and up for him. So, prayers have worked, the love has worked, the good vibes, the good energy. So if you're somebody on the opposite end and you're hearing this, thank you for the love, thank you for the prayers. And if you know my uncle, he appreciates it. We all appreciate it. And I'm just very grateful to God that he's still with us. And I'm really praying that not only does he recover, but he learns the lesson from this, because I honestly believe that there's a lesson in everything that we go through in life, even if it's deemed good or bad, whatever the case may be. There's always something to extract from it. There's always some lesson to be learned. And for me, I've learned a lesson in just being here and being part of this process of making sure that he gets back right. And I'm 38 years old now, but at the same time, um, the further and further I get along in this aging process, it's gonna be a lot harder for me to bounce back from certain things. So I've made the conscious decision to eliminate poisons out of my body, um, namely alcoholic beverages and any types of drugs. And I've done this before where I've fasted from this type of lifestyle, but this time around, I'm really making a concerted commitment and effort to completely eliminate it from myself, because I just feel like I no longer need it. I think earlier on, when I was kind of not a whole person, not my whole self, and I didn't really know who I was. I didn't really know what I stood for. I didn't really know what direction I was going in. I would partake in a lot of the festivities and a lot of these behaviors, right? And to my own detriment, for sure. I had a lot of fun, so I'm not gonna sit here and say it was all bad, and I'm not even trying to shun anybody who's continuing to live in that lifestyle. But I'm just saying, for myself personally, I've come to the realization that I can no longer do it. And it's not even that I can't. If I really wanted to, I could do it, but I don't want to. I don't have a desire for it anymore. I realized more and more, even before this stuff was going on with my uncle, how important health is. And he would have think I would have learned this a long time ago, because having gone through cancer, multiple surgeries, chemotherapy, in and out of the hospital for over a year, um, you would think that I would have been learned my lesson in terms of making sure that I stay balanced with my lifestyle, making sure that I put an emphasis on eating the proper foods, filling my body with the proper nutrition, and making sure that I restore myself through restorative sleep and exercise and everything of those sorts. But I guess I've been always that type of person that takes a while to learn my lesson, has to fall on my ass multiple times for me to finally get it. And for me, uh, yeah, I think I finally get it. And making this choice to completely eliminate all these toxins from my body is a important choice for me. And it's definitely challenging, because that type of stuff has kind of been a part of my identity for so long. For people that know me for a long time, that they would associate me with having a good time, partying, and getting turned up and all that stuff, man. So you know, for me to just kind of do a complete 180 and uh, just rid myself of that lifestyle is pretty foreign, not only to myself, but I'm sure to a lot of the people that know me. But at the same time, this is necessary, and definitely for my health, and also because I have a much larger goal. I have a much larger vision now, bigger goals, bigger dreams, bigger ambitions, and much more clarity in terms of how I need to get there. What I need to do in order to create the conditions to bring my dream to life. And in the equation, alcohol and drugs just don't fit. Um, and listen, I still got plenty of vices. Sitting here talking about health to y'all, but I'm not trying to preach. I'm really just trying to be a reminder that we shouldn't wait until our body makes us slow down to heal ourselves to begin the process. We shouldn't wait for it. We should begin the process now. We should have begun the process yesterday. But they say um, the next best time to plant a tree is today. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the next best time to plant a tree is today. So, now that we know, and if you're hearing this, hopefully my message is resonating with you. Hopefully my message is being conveyed to you, and it's definitely landing because um, we ain't gonna be here for long if we continuously um, poison ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't make ourselves a priority. So um, I just want to learn that lesson before I have to go back into a hospital bed again. And I don't ever want to do that, to be honest with you. But I'm just gonna do what I can to make sure I feel right um, while I'm alive. I'm gonna try to make good decisions when it comes to what I put in my body. Um, and just do my best overall to make good decisions throughout my life, because I said it before, your decisions ultimately lead to the results that you have in your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're unhappy with kind of the results that you got going on in your life, maybe you should look at your decisions, and your decisions are, sprung about from your thoughts. So you have to kind of make sure your mind is right in order to kind of think clearly, in order to make good decisions, in order to give yourself the best results that you could be happy with, right? So for me, that's why I wanted to get on this microphone today and give y'all this episode, because my family's been going through a lot these past couple of weeks. And, a lot of us are just not conscious of our health. We kind of take it for granted. We might have some little nicks and knacks and little aches and pains in our body, that kind of signal to us that it needs some attention of some sort. Yet we neglect it. Yet we override what our body's trying to tell us, and we just keep working, or we keep over exerting ourselves. And the next thing you know, you end up in a hospital bed. And it happened to me, with my cancer situation. And I can sit here honestly and tell y'all right now, doctors told me that it was a hereditary type of thing. I might have got it from my mom's side, because my grandmother and my dad on my mom's side both passed away from cancer. But at the same time, if I was taking care of myself, I know in my heart that this cancer would have never, ever even got to the surface. You know what I'm saying? I would have beat this cancer all the way down to where it was even would ever came from. But during that time in my life, I had to be 23, 24 years old when I first got cancer. And it was it slowed my ass down. It definitely humbled me because I thought I was invincible at that time. I was drinking, smoking, doing all sorts of drugs, partying, staying up late, sleeping around, all that shit. And just not valuing myself, not taking care of my temple, which is my body, right? Which houses my mind. And it's looking back at it again, I had a lot of fun. There's no doubt in that. But at the same time, I was reckless. I was reckless. I didn't care. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about many other things, to be quite honest with you. And I was just putting myself in these environments and putting myself in these situations where I felt the need to drink. I felt the need to party. I felt the need to do all these things to make myself, quote unquote, feel good. You know what I'm saying? Let my inhibitions down and whatnot, right? And honestly, looking back at it, even though I did have a lot of fun, I realized just how dangerous I was to myself and to others. And I'm just glad that I was able to catch that. And, bringing it back to what we're talking about today, health, if I had not kind of put myself in those situations and was putting my body through the punishment that I was putting it under, maybe, just maybe, I would have just been able to live my life and not even had that cancer, you know, uh, manifest into my life. But that's neither here nor there. The only reason why I bring that up is because like I know that I had a large hand in why my health declined. You know what I'm saying? And but that time in my life, as I mentioned in several different episodes, that time in my life taught me a lot. It actually saved my life because had I kept going down that direction, I probably would have killed myself or killed somebody else and then ended up in jail doing some stupid shit for some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Vehicular manslaughter because I would have got a DUI or something like that. But I'm just fortunate and I'm very thankful. And I realize now just how valuable life is, how precious life is. You would think I would learn that a long time ago, but I'm just fortunate and glad that I understand that now. So watching my uncle go through what he's going through and his own health issues and whatnot, and just kind of being there and providing additional support, it reminds me of that time that I was in that space where I needed to rely on my loved ones, my family, because I had reached rock bottom because my health hit an all time low. I was going through cancer, like I mentioned. I went through several surgeries. I went through chemotherapy. I went through, taking all these different medications for over a year. And it took me a whole another year to completely kind of bounce back to kind of even begin to feel like my old self again. And, I was never the same since then either, but what I find helps me is intentionally spending time with myself and making sure that I get some sort of physical activity in, um, whether it be going to the gym and exercising and kind of having my own routine and regimen, or even just playing basketball or going for a walk. That on top of trying to make better decisions in terms of what I put in my body. I try to get a lot of greens in, you know what I'm saying? Stay hydrated. I don't drink soda. I try to stay away from artificial sugars as much as possible. Um, I still drink some every so often and whatnot, but I do make the habit of limiting myself. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but other than that, that's why like I ultimately decided that I want to eliminate alcohol and drugs from my body. Just because like I really feel like I'm in a great place right now. My body, like I mentioned earlier in this episode, that my body is feeling stronger, it's feeling healthier. And why would I want to put myself back, right? Why would I want to set myself back when I feel like I'm already making progress and creating momentum towards living a healthier lifestyle, and then also kind of creating the dream body that I always kind of wanted, which is like, more ripped arms and kind of more cut and just a little bit more muscle, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very happy with where I'm at, like in terms of my own personal image and how I view myself. But at the same time, I love the challenge. I love the challenge that I'm giving to myself to kind of get myself back into shape, or actually into the best shape of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to it every day. I look forward to having this new gym membership over here in Hawaii. So I'm gonna get my ass in the gym and just kind of do work. You know what I'm saying? And just be completely unrecognizable to those that knew me. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about nobody else. It's about me, real talk, and just kind of being the best version of myself and working out, eating good, making sure I'm getting a proper amount of rest, staying hydrated, doing my own self care practices has really helped me elevate in so many different ways. My mind is a lot sharper. I'm a lot sharper. Um, and I'm so much more focused. I'm more locked in than I've ever been. So, and that all stems from focusing on my health. Everything that I mentioned all is aligned with working on your well-being, your health, whether that's your mental health, spiritual health, physical health, working on my financial health. All that. Health is wealth, man. I know that sounds cliche as fuck, but it's the absolute truth. It's like the highest wealth. It's the highest currency there is, because it don't nothing else matters if your health is so completely declined that you end up leaving this earth. Nothing else matters. All the material possessions, all the money that you are earning from your job or whatever income you're making from however you're doing it, none of that shit matters when you're fighting for your life on a hospital bed And I got the biggest reminder again, basically by seeing my uncle kind of go through what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just grateful that he's in a much better place now, and he's gonna continue to get into a better place, um, with all of our family's help, with all the love that we can pour into him, and with God's blessings, God's grace. You know what I'm saying? So, there's no doubt in my mind. But I definitely just wanted to share this lesson with y'all, because why should we wait for a huge reminder like that? Why should we wait for life to smack us in the face until we finally realize how important it is to take our health seriously? Why? Why would we wait for that when we could easily make the changes right now? We can easily make the adjustments right now. And it could start small. You could do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have a plan and goals, and you're committed to elevating yourself and making yourself better, you can do whatever you want to do. Even walking 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, anybody can do that. Come on now. I don't care how busy you are. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. If you got 24 hours in a day, just like everybody else does, your ass can go walk for 20, 30 minutes. And you owe yourself that. You mean to tell me you can't break away from all the shit that you got going in your life to give yourself 30 minutes in a day? And you can't count the 7 to 8 or 9 hours of sleep that you get. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your body needs that. It's sleep is like the most restorative time in your day. Your muscles need to recover, your brain needs to recover, your body needs to recover, every single part of you needs to recover. So, but what I'm saying is, in your waking hours, you can't afford 30 minutes in a day to give to yourself. That's bullshit. You need to prioritize yourself, because you cannot help nobody if you can't help yourself. I know I sound like a broken record, but at the same time, it's so fucking true. You got to make sure that you keep that in mind and do your best. That's why boundaries are so important. No is a complete sentence. If people need you to do something and you're already overextended as it is, no is a totally fine and acceptable answer. No. Yeah, there may be consequences that come along with you saying no and doing things that way, but at the same time, those consequences are not going to be as high as the consequences that you might have if your health continues to suffer. So choose what you want to kind of do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be victim to whatever you got going on. Don't be a slave. Don't have a slave mentality to, the life that you've kind of created for yourself. Set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Reprioritize your life. Realize what's more important, and say no when you need to. Um, I know that may be challenging, and it will be challenging, but at the same time, when you get used to flexing that muscle, it's going to be way worth it for you, because you'll start to realize like how important it is to pour into yourself first before you pour into anything else in the day. Like I've mentioned to y'all several times, I don't even start my day uh, going to my phone or looking to my phone. I start my day with myself, with my own thoughts, trying to collect myself, trying to just be thankful and express gratitude for waking up yet another day. All my limbs are intact, all my senses are intact. You know what I'm saying? And I got a roof over my head. There's so many different things, small things to be grateful for in that very moment. I could have been dead. I could have passed away in my sleep. So to wake up and be able to play this game called life again is an absolute blessing. So for me, I just try my best not to take none of that shit for granted. Be in a state of gratitude, no matter how challenging my life may seem at the time. It's about your perspective, organizing your thoughts, and that's what I try to do constantly, and do this every single day. You know what I'm saying? I got to make time for myself. I'm not, because I was raised to be hospitable and giving, and I still am that, but I'm not going to give what I don't got. And you can't give what you don't got. If you're in the red in terms of what you can give, then your tank is empty and something is going to suffer. And then at some point something's going to give. And it's going to be your health. If you don't make the decisions right now to make adjustments in your life, I'm telling you, you're going to pay for it on the back end. And it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. Life is going to force your ass to slow down, just like it forced my ass to slow down when I got cancer, just like it's forcing my uncle's ass to slow down because he's going through what he's going through, and many other people that don't have the best health. And there's a lot of things you can do about that to prevent that from happening. And it starts right now. It starts by making a decision. It starts by telling yourself, I got to do better. If you know better, you got to do better. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that whatever you get from this episode, you understand that you know better. You know when your body's telling you you need a little bit extra rest, or you need to eat better, or you need to drink more water. You got to listen to that. Your intuition is telling you something. Your body is telling you something. Pay attention. Do not neglect that sound. Do not neglect that message. Do not neglect those words that your body's trying to tell you. And if you do what I'm asking you to do right now, which is pay attention to yourself and pour into yourself before you pour into anything else or any other people, your life will start to change for the better. Your energy levels will be a lot higher. You know what I'm saying? Um, you'll be happier. You'll feel healthier. You'll feel more enthusiastic about whatever it is you're doing. And if you're not, you'll gain clarity and you'll be like, you know what? I don't want to do whatever it is I'm fucking doing no more. And even if that means taking a few steps back to get yourself to a different place, then you'll do it because you're confident in yourself. You're going to build confidence within yourself because you're taking care of yourself like somebody that actually loves themselves. So I know I'm saying a lot in this episode and I'm dropping some shit, but at the same time, like this needs to be said. And I'm very much speaking to myself too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, as well as I feel like I'm doing, I know I could do better. And that's not to beat myself up. That's just keeping it a full 100. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to lie to myself and being completely honest with myself. And if you're completely honest with yourself, you know you can do better too. Come on now. Now I challenge you. I mean, you should be challenging yourself, but I challenge you to get on your shit, just like I'm trying to get on my shit too. You know what I'm talking about? So make sure that you do what you need to do. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with me if you have any questions, if you need any recommendations or advice on where to get started or whatnot. I'll be glad to connect with any of y'all. There's so many other resources out there. YouTube University will give you all the information you need on where to start. You know what I'm saying? You can sign up at your local gym. You could, like I said, just go out there and go for a walk. Get your ass to a park and just go out for a walk. Leave your phone. Fuck it. Even if you bring your phone, throw on a podcast, throw on something that's going to be healthy for you to listen to. I'm talking about leave the news off. Um, don't listen to nothing that's going to, build anxiety within you. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you get out there and get your body physically active because you don't want to wait until your body forces your ass to sit down and humbles you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but you don't really want that. You don't want that smoke with your own body. I'm telling you right now, because I didn't want it when I was going through that cancer phase. Oh my goodness. There were times I was just like, pull the plug, yo, like I'm ready to tap. But I had to keep fighting. I chose to keep fighting. The people around me wouldn't let me give up. You know what I'm saying? And if that situation were to ever happen again, I might not be so fortunate. So I just don't want to put myself in that situation. I want to do everything I can in this moment going forward to make sure that I am in the best physical condition as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So I pray that you do the same thing and you come to the realization that you are important, you absolutely matter, and you need to take care of yourself because not only for yourself, but people are depending on you. You know what I'm saying? And you need to be your best self. You need to be healthy. You need to be well. And I'm just wishing you all the very best on your journey. Um, Now, I think I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Um, Couple updates, I guess. Yeah, aside from everything going on with my uncle, Hawaii life has been insanely incredible. Loving every bit of it. I've gone through ups and downs. I'd say mostly ups. Um, and it's been great. I just hit about a month on the 19th, I believe was my 1 month anniversary. Anniversaries are 1 year, but it was a 1 month kind of situation for me. And I feel like I'm just locked in. I feel like I'm sharper than ever before. And I feel like I know what I want and I know what I need to do to get there. And even if I don't know what I need to do to get there, I know what I need to do to learn what I need to know how to get there. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna keep going. I pray you keep going. You got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? We got to. We must keep going. We must not stop. And I appreciate y'all love. I appreciate y'all support. And I know I owe y'all a vlog. I've been talking about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been slacking on it. I got a lot of it done already, but there's still a lot of the puzzle pieces I'm still kind of shifting and putting together and whatnot. So it's gonna happen. I'll promise you that. So I've been dropping like some short clips here and there on my Instagram at Good Life with CL, with underscore CL, excuse me. And you'll see kind of like preview clips of like what I got going on for the vlog. So I'm excited to bring that to y'all. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna keep dropping that content on the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast page, as well as Good Life with CL and CL the Source. And I'm gonna just be hitting y'all with more and more podcasts because I'm getting so many uploads from the universe that I just feel like I want to share with y'all in order to help you guys continue to move forward on your journey, help you sidestep any type of you know what's the word I'm looking for? Help you sidestep any type of bullshit on your path. You know what I'm saying? Help you try to avoid any type of missteps. You know what I'm saying? So um I'm gonna keep doing my best. I got big dreams, big visions, and big aspirations. So I'm looking forward to continuing to put it all together and keep stringing along more and more momentum. So I feel great right now, y'all. I really do. I feel like I'm meant to be where I'm at, and I'm going where I'm called. I'm doing what I uh, am destined to do. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose with each day that passes by, and I just feel very very locked in, and I just know that it's just going to keep getting better from here on out. As great as it is, it's just going to keep getting better. So um, yeah, I think that'll be a perfect place to kind of stop this recording and give y'all this full content. But I really, 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 truly, sincerely, genuinely, authentically appreciate y'all from the very depths of my soul for rocking with the boy CL the Source. I'm your friendly neighborhood hope dealer. This was the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast. Stay tuned for more episodes. We got more fun shit on the way. Appreciate y'all and big love to you and yours. Stay up and stay blessed, y'all. Peace. Yeah. Listen.